for help. My duty is performed.
But all goods entering the city are subject to search.
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens.
How long do we have to wait?
What am I supposed to do? Just sit here and let everything spoil?
I thought Meridian was open to all, Carja.
What happened to Ursa has nothing to do with us.
When the bandits try to get past me, I'll have a fight. Mark my words.
What's going on here? Olin's in there, somewhere.
Should be out there fighting.
And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the Proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
The city's locked down on account of the murder.
It'll crush me with the thick of its tail.
If this keeps up, it's always for merchants.
Right getting through, Outlander. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
Halt!
He doesn't look happy.
Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Red Ridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy Outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So, you're alive. We should celebrate. The drink's on me.
We need to talk, alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
I heard what happened to Ursa.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around in them.
I lost someone too. At the Proving, the man who raised me. His name was Rost.
That's terrible. But why is it every time something terrible happens, everyone else tells you the worst thing that ever happened to them, as though that makes it easier?
Yeah, why is that?
Anyway, there was something you wanted to tell me?
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
I need to see Olin's...
Okay.
So many people here, all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
That girl. Is she a Nora?
Apparently they're letting anyone into the city these days.
I've got all the best goods here.
Take a look at these wares.
How long will Avad hide in his palace? Till they sit blood for blood, vengeance for Ursa. How long will Avad hide in his palace? Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered, and her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Good day.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
The corner of this rug is frayed. Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Azaram. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
Looks big and heavy. Let's give it a little push.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted. A map. The glyphs show places he visited. There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do?
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus.
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and see through each other's focuses too. Like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you.
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin...
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm
Wait. If that...
Out of the way, Aaron.
I'm asking you to help, not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the
I'm so...
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here, why should you have justice? Look, I'll head for Redridge Pass. A few minutes of your focus is all I need.
Redridge Pass, you said?
These aren't goods.
Smells like nothing I've ever smelled before.
Won't find better.
Is that some kind of spice?
Able-bodied adventurers. Hi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking... Oh, good shards. Enough to buy...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant to... I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This...
If I did look into...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk, and you look like you know your way around this. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, payment on return.
I praise Sun King Avad every day for ending his father's blood sport in the sun.
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
sell me their services.
Whole life.
No questions asked on my part.
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting ground.
You mean these?
Very well, then.
Am I a member now?
No. You're only to join and become a thrush. You need a senior.
So I need to...
Yes. But a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time.
I've overcome worse odds.
Upstairs. Present.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting ground.
What do I do?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground tribes, show me what marks you've...
I'm a little short on...
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials...
Meridian is the greatest of all cities, and within live the greatest of all people. Do well. Right day for getting things done.
Gonora, I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this?
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, these people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. And while Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these...
If I could help, what must be done?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest whose this Utaru lost her companion on the edge of the jewel. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effective. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glinthawks perch there.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is
I'll do it.
To honor their memories.
I'm sorry for what happened to Nora. It's not our business.
Don't forget to stock up.
The longer this...
Don't pass up these goods.
You there! Can you help me?
Time.
You with the second... You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and...
Why would someone steal this?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancelhorn, finely inlaid
Okay,
with
I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th son, he was killed in battle during the Liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
I'll see what I can do about...
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the... And listen, all I want is the sword back. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution.
You saw the thief make—
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching a sword. That's all.
Check out these wares.
drops of blood leading the way.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
More blood. I'm still on the trail.
Some Oseron is building
Still
a
more
mansion.
blood. The thief got cut. The trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief.
These aren't goods, they're necessities.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Did someone run past here?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was
Come take a look.
Saying
I'll give you a
is,
good price.
I see one of those corrupted machines. I'm running as fast as I can.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price. To hard work and strong liquor.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward. No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here?
Yeah, I didn't see a sword though.
He wasn't carrying.
Not a damn thing. Just ran.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Plenty of work here, and none I like. Pass off these goods.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword.
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get this.
Hold on. There's more to this. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to...
I can prove it. If they don't convince you, come right back.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
My family might still be alive. And you're going to stand here and do nothing?
Tell me what happened to your...
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines.
I'll see what I can do.
You will? Oh.
Would you like to buy something today?
Check out these wares. Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Would you like to buy
Metal
something
pot
today?
here, good prices, fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the Mesa. No tithes.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested. As I was saying, no better offer for Snap.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap more lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long leg lens, though.
So which...
No market for a Snap-Ma lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust?
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching...
Oh, great sun, lend me...
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long leg lens.
I can see that you're...
Wait! You drove her off. Snap-Ma...
I drove her off.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
I brought you both the parts. So, what do you say?
I don't suppose...
You'd buy the wrong one. So give the hunter her shard.
Of course.
The price you have to pay. The Snap-Ma...
It won't sell for a loss, charcoal burner. You'd pay handsomely for a long leg lens if you...
I have an imagination. When you rattle...
From the beginning, this wouldn't be a scrap-dealing operation. That we would have class.
And I told you, a true metal seller knows to get it.
To our fire, sister.
These aren't Take a look at these wares.
I've got all the best goods here. Won't find better wares.
Won't find better wares.
This wouldn't be a
Kept the wheel turning all day. George, I believe I've earned your drink.
I've got all the best goods here. Some pray, others drink, but I prefer a lazy moment to myself. We've lived under the same sun all this time. Imagine that.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and...
You mean you steal...
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for...
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them. Of wealth and contentment.
What?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner, Nassan, he was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that...
How...
I knew you were gonna say that. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the Branded Shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja.
This must be the Sun's Climb, where the Banuk wants to paint his mark. Wasn't a warning. This is where the Utaru wanted to say her goodbyes.
When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind me. I kept running, but here she remains.
I don't want to rush you, but it won't.
I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. In the pool, I'll find the bracelet of seeds she dropped when she fell. The seeds will be split, escaped, grown wild. I'll tell her it was I who died here and became a stranger in our own land, and she who still lives in every time of planting, of rain.
What is it?
There. Her bracelet. And I thought she was behind me. But there's only my reflection.
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time.
You are a better hunter than I. I'll paint the mark while the spirits of the Glinthawks linger.
There'll be more where they came from.
Yes, there will always be more machines. Their spirits find new bodies, but we only last as long as memory. That's why I must leave this story. A monument to our vanished shamans, to the wisdom the Carja bled from us. The machine oil in the paint will preserve it. Preserve their memory against all that was cut away. You have my thanks, Hunter.
Looks good. Easier when I was a kid. This must be the Shrine of Kings that your mom told me about.
You won't get in there. That dried up...
I can be persuasive.
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now. But what...
Try me.
I had a lover. Worked on monuments to their bastard king. Then he gave them a show in their sun ring for good measure. The Carja gave me back his broken bones, but what use are they? They won't build again.
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved. The set of the metals they hammer. But that shriveled up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go some...
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our tribe has lost the light. Our king is false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak. The sun hastens across the sky for shame.
So the Carja have become impure? What does that...
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before Outlander squatters took it over.
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question.
I thought Avad taking the throne was the...
The boy dishonored his father. Dishonored us all. To kill his Sun King. What shadow, what twilight time he brought upon us.
And how many more would the Mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood. There was no choice but to obey.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A Carja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
And yet everyone but you seems happy. You called the temple corrupt.
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority. Youths and sycophants all. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is.
You know nothing of our rights, and yet you dare to insult me.
I'm done arguing with you. Stay or...
I am here, but...
You believe in the old regime, but not enough to die for it or be exiled. That's some conviction.
Heathen. My conviction blazes like the noonday light.
Then stop me from bringing in the Oseram.
I cannot.
I thought so.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
It's about time for whatever keeps folks arguing, man.
Here's what I don't get about the sun. All these fancy decorations everywhere. It's downright
Can't
embarrassing.
get a wink of sleep. Bought my bed from a Carja, and just like that.
He gave them the best work he'd ever do. And look at it now.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Slaves they've already forgotten. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it. I thank you for honoring my wish.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to...
Life on the claim was never easy.
What did you want to talk about?
You were an outlander, no? Speaking of which, I wonder if you've come across other blossoms grow around if you bring me some. Ah. Till we meet again, let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family.
That must be the
But
spire.
I'm not choosy.
It's huge. So you've come back to the temple?
I was invited back. The priests wanted to hear what I had to say about reconciliation with the other tribe. They're listening. At least they've begun to listen. There's a distance between ears and deeds.
Because of what we did?
What you did.
It was for the mourners. I think it helped them.
You set them on the path. You can't know what their journeys hold. Perhaps a red robe would suit.
Not me.
We would be richer if we did. Go in light, my friend.
Thank you, Naman.